Hi guys, welcome back. It's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo, and I'm here with a collective reading for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Light Workers, Indigos, Starseeds, Mystics, Witches, Maggies, however you resonate under the spiritual umbrella, Earth Angels, Empaths, and so on and so on. This is the solar eclipse energy with the new moon in Cancer. So below, please write your thoughts in the comment sections and let me know, like, how has the energies been with you guys? How have the shifts been with you guys? Have you been realizing you're being open to more spiritual gifts? Have you begin to connect with your divine counterpart? Let me know, like, what's happening out there, and also where you're from. So I would love to connect more with all of you guys. To everybody who booked reading sessions, sent beautiful emails, I'm sending you guys lots of love and light. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, you can. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can. If not, subscribing to the channel is the same form as an energy exchange donation. Don't forget to check out the website. I do have the crystals up for the protection pack, for the chakra alignment, for the twin flame, union healing, and also for the air of abundance. So make sure you check those out. Again, remember, I've always been telling you since I started the videos, when the planet started to go retrograde, this next 4 months are going to be very crucial for all of us spirituals. So make sure you check out the website, see what fits you best, and write me if you have any questions or concerns. Okay, let's dive right into the reading. There's a lot of energy building, and the first card coming out, we have 3. So when I see 3, I think about the ascended masters, right? And so with 3 of cups, this is the water element. So it's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But not only that, it talks about celebration. It talks about, for some union, for some marriage, for some new businesses, for some baby showers, however it resonates for you. This talks about coming out. We have a celebration, we're celebrating, and we're getting ready for the new age of Aquarius. And so a lot of us are stepping into our power, we're shining our light. But the energies are so heavy, and you have to always remember to keep yourself aligned. If you cannot meditate before you go to work or start your day, try to do it every night to get yourself in a routine. But with 3, remember, whenever you're in trouble, whenever you feel uncomfortable, call on your ascended masters, okay? Say, ascended masters 5D and above, I call on you now for your love and support, or to guide you, or your ancestors. But this talks about celebration, okay? The next card out, we have 10. I love seeing the 10. So this is 10 of Pentacles. So again, a lot of you have stepped into your life purpose and your path. You're starting to do work more aligned with what your spiritual gifts are, however it resonates with you. But this is a beautiful card, and there's those magnetic colors, right? The twin flame energy colors. And this is like, divine spirit, source, God, kind of peeking around the corner to see if you guys meet, to see if you guys are going to connect. Because you see this little boy looking back up, which I just noticed now, like, what are you looking at? Like, you know what I mean? And they're not paying attention, but this is a divine union. This is a divine connection where the 2 of you are going to meet, and divine is going to make sure, or the 2 of you are going to come into union, and divine is going to make sure that this happens. 10 talks about completion in numerology, right? So the next card out, more 3s. We have the 3 of Wands. And notice, for me, when I see this, it talks about, people letting go of third party energy. They're deciding what they want. They've had several options, but they know what they want. They're choosing their one. This person has stepped into their power. This person is doing their healing. This person is on their way. And you can tell that by the yellow, the gold, and the card, like they're on their enlightenment. So this is what you're looking out to, the future, forward, growth, spiritual awakening, spiritual ascension, spiritual enlightenment. And this is what we need to stay focused in, our healing and our power at this time. All right. The next card out, we have the Ace of Cups. Again, more water element. TWM, that initial could resonate with you, whether first, last, or middle. But this talks about spirit offering, a blessing out of thin air, unexpected. And this is full of emotion. Your cup is running over. So this is very beautiful, and I want you guys to stay into that element. A lot of you guys are experiencing some beautiful karma right now. A lot of blessings are opening up for you. A lot of your affirmations are coming to fruition, or your intentions are coming to fruition, and this is the energy behind that. Spirit is definitely behind you 100%, because you're choosing to walk in the light, right? The next card that stood out to me was the Two of Pentacles. This also is the infinity sign. This also represents twin flame energy, and this talks about choices. So again, we have that energy in the collective where we're trying to make a decision, we're juggling, we're trying to decide what will we choose. But again, Spirit will take care of that. A lot of you guys are stepping into your self-love, your purpose. You know, 9 talks about endings. This is what you're doing. You're only focused on what, you know, serves you, what grows you, what's in your alignment. If it's not aligned, you don't have the time. You know, that's my motto. You guys can copy that too as well. The next card out is 2 of Swords. This is air element, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This also has the crescent moon in the back. So a lot of you guys are really great with moon manifesting. But here it talks about her having choices. Yes, she's blindfolded, but what choice will she choose, right? Okay. All right, so that is beautiful. Let's talk about the cards that wanted to show themselves. So the first one out, 7 of Cups. So again, we're back to those choices, trying to figure it out, trying to see what will we choose. Will we go from a love and light vibration, or will we go from a materialistic vibration? Like, only you have the choice. We all have free will. Again, depending on your contract, you know, divine does step in. But here it talks about someone is ready to make a choice. They have so many options in front of them. What will they choose? The next card out, again, some of us are feeling like we are, you know, in bondage, like we can't break free, we can't get loose. But this is saying it's all in your mental, right? So if you really think about a way to get out, you can. And this is the air element, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We also had the Ace of Wands appear. And again, with that abundance, with that fire, with that go-go attitude, Spirit is guiding us on our path and purpose, because it's going to lead to so much financial success. The next card out, we have the water element, 4 of Cups. And here we have an individual that's really not trying to look at the blessing that's coming out of thin air. They want to focus more on what they've lost. Yes, they've done some healing. Yes, they stepped into their power a little bit, but we're still in that energy where we keep, you know, toddling over the fence, like not really being consistent. That can, you know, go for divine masculine, that can go for divine feminine. The Magician wanted to show itself as well. And again, above the head, there's the infinity sign. But this is saying you are a magnificent manifester. Depend, count on divine, God, source, spirit, your ancestors at this time, because they are definitely guiding you and they are calling you. So make sure you do your meditations and connect with them so you get the information and guidance. The next card out, Tower. So this also represents the twin flame divine counterpart connection. And again, a lot of us are experiencing like Tower moments, because we're really purging, we're really releasing and letting go of what no longer serves or grow us. Okay, and it's okay. You may feel like, oh my God, like I'm losing my divine counterpart forever, but no, in time everything will be brought back. But right now, Spirit is focusing on those who are choosing to walk the light. You can't continue to try to, you know, be the savior for your divine, you know, counterpart, your divine masculine, because at the end of the day, just like you went through your spiritual awakening and journey, they have to go through theirs. And so sometimes, you know, when you love something, you gotta let it go. I didn't say don't hold space. I said let it go, because you have to focus on the love that's given to you. If your divine counterpart isn't meeting you halfway, isn't communicating, isn't, you know, giving an equal give and take, whether it's communication, whether it's, you know, small things, and, you know, that's not, you know, a big deal, then you need to understand that they have some issues they need to work through, and you need to let them go. And when you let them go, you let them go with love, right? So tonight, all of you divine feminines, pray for your divine masculine. Allow, you know, Spirit to step in and allow your etheric cord, call on Archangel Michael and ask for your etheric cord to be healed, to be cleansed. And in the morning, wake up and do you, live your life. Your divine masculine will catch up. You guys are the leaders. Please don't get in my comment section talking about, oh, I love them, like, no, this and that. I don't want to hear it. Like, you come into my channel to get information, to get support. I'm not going to feed you BS. If you want to know how to allow your connection to grow, how to allow your connection to become one, you have to be one with yourself. You have to put that love, that energy, that hawking attitude that you have for your divine masculine into yourself. Because the more you notice that you give your divine masculine all this attention, all this love, all this care, you feel more and more and more abandoned because they don't give it back the same way, right? Or am I wrong? So follow the advice. You have free will, make your choice. But I'm going to give it to you straight, right? So let's dive into the Twin Flame Oracle cards by Mystic Moon. So for Divine Masculine, the first card that came out is Karmic Partner. So there's still some of that energy going on. And for some, they are not with their Karmic Partner. It's just the energy. The next card out is Action. So your Divine Masculines are ready to take action. They still have a little bit to go and work through. The next card out is Signs. They're getting signs. They're getting synchronicities. They're seeing your name, etc. But again, these are all messages from Divine Source, God, Spirit. And again, your Divine Masculine can choose their own free will. You understand? When it's time for them to come into union with you, it will happen. When it's time for you to come into union with them, it'll happen. But they do have the choice of free will for those who didn't sign anything different in their contracts. We all have soul contracts. For Divine Feminine, the first card out is Observer. So Divine Feminine is stepping back, going into solitude, and just watching from a distance, but living his or her life. Deception. With this deceptive energy, it's because you're feeling your divine counterpart. All of a sudden, out the blue, you're fine, you're okay, and then all these thoughts get to racing through your head. That's your Divine Masculine. They know they've done you wrong. They know they've broken your heart. They know they've ghosted you. They know they've played you for the karmic. But you know, they haven't had the strength to admit it. And for those of you where they have, write it in the comment sections. We need to see, you know, unions that are actually thriving, that are actually, you know, towards the positive light. But this is just your divine counterpart's energy that you're feeling because they know they've done you wrong. And all you have to do is try so hard to transmute that energy so it doesn't affect you. Conclusion. So with Divine Feminine, they're coming to their conclusions. I'm going to step in my power, my purpose, my life path, and I'm going to focus on me. Yes, I care about my divine counterpart. Yes, I'll hold space, but right now, Spirit is calling me to do greater and bigger and better things, and my Divine Masculine is not picking up what I'm stepping on. Simple as that, right? Divine Feminine knows that their divine counterpart will return. How many times have you guys went back and forth, ghosted, disappeared, separation, all of that, and your souls are magnetically sucked right back to each other, right? Because you can only be away from each other for so long, right? And so Divine Feminine is confident and secure in her or his mental that they'll be back, they'll return once they've done their work, once they've done the healing, or if they need more healing done, right? So the overall energy, we have vibrations. So your divine counterpart is getting the light codes and downloads, and so are you. An offer. For some of you, your divine masculine is ready to make an offer. They're just so fearful, so afraid because of how they treated you in the past. Will they accept, right? Now, let's dive into the cards that wanted to show themselves. As soon as I got ready to do the Divine Masculine spread, I said, show me the cards I need to see, and this one came out, Twin Flame. So your Divine Masculine may not know what a Twin Flame is. They know what a Soulmate is, but this is only clarifying that this is Twin Flame energy. The next card out is Muse. So you look at your Divine counterpart as they're a beautiful, you know, work of art, and so does your divine counterpart look at you. A lot of us are going through shadow work, still pushing through, still releasing the shadow work, right? Facing our darkest sides and clearing it out, mirroring. You and your divine counterpart may be mirroring each other, okay? If you're in solitude and in silence, that's where I'll be, right? And so what you have to do while you're mirroring, raise your vibration, and so does your divine counterparts get raised. Winter. So winter is very significant for a lot of you guys, right? How does it resonate for you? Did you meet your divine counterpart in the wintertime? Did you have your first separation in the wintertime? How does winter resonate with you? 5D. You are definitely hearing your divine counterpart telepathically. You are definitely seeing them in your visions on the 5D. And some of you may have astral traveled to your divine counterpart. If that is you, write in the comment section. And third party. So there's still some lingering third party energy But these are all the things that they are working through because they know. And as the energy builds and as these shifts take place, they are going to be more in the know. All right. So let's dive into the Moonology spread. Okay. So the first card out is Surrender to the Divine. Wow. It says Full Moon. Okay. The next energy, nothing is yet set in stone, meaning even though you feel like this is over for some of you guys or we're never going to be together, nothing is set in stone. Pay attention to this moon cycle, all right? Nothing is yet set in stone. I'm guaranteeing you from now forward, work on you. Love what you do. Love so much on yourself and watch the difference, okay? The next card out is Don't Let Pride Get in Your Way. Full Moon and Leo. Do not let pride get in your way. So there may be a situation or opportunity coming up where you guys may be able to communicate to one another. And in Leo season. So what it's saying, respond with love. Don't let pride get in the way. That's for you know, both divine femme and divine masculine. The overall energy, it's time to take action. And we did get the action card on the divine masculine side, new moon and Aries. Okay, so this can resonate with a lot of you guys. Let's dive into the light worker oracle. So for divine masculine, the first card out is Key of Light. Key of Light, number 26. All right, and I'll read just a little bit for you guys so for the divine masculines they can understand. All right, so it says, Archangel Michael loves you unconditionally and serves your soul journey. He brings you a spiritual gift now, the Key of Light. This key allows you to open any door, clear away any obstruction, and free yourself from any prison or enslavement, physical, emotional, or psychological. There is no need for you to feel trapped or locked out of a situation you want to get into. You now hold within your hands a divine key that will assist you in many ways. So remember earlier when I spoke about call on Archangel Michael to cleanse the etheric cord between you and your divine counterpart. This is so important, right? And look how the message was for divine masculine. The next card for divine feminine is 1111, the numbers, right? So we always see this, right? We get so excited when we see 1111, you want to backflip. All right, so here we go. So it says 1111 messages and the numbers. The universe is speaking to you through numbers from 1111 on your phone to the repeating number patterns that catch your eye. Information is being transmitted from the creative universal intelligence into your cellular awareness. You may feel energetic healing as you receive these transmissions of number frequencies. Okay, so pay attention to the numbers and what you were thinking about when you saw the number. For me, I've been seeing fours. I've been seeing, threes, eights, nines. So this is very significant for us. And then the overall energy, initiation by air, number 24. All right, so with number 24, let's dive into this card here. It says, you have a strong and powerful mind. The mind can be a great asset. It can bring comfort, peace, and strength as you take your spiritual journey. It can also be a dark and destructive force, undermining your power, making you doubt your own heart and keeping you trapped in fear. The mind developed without a loving spiritual practice can be a frightening weapon rather than a liberating sword. How will you choose to use your mind power? So again, transmute the energy. On the video on the channel, I talked about how to change the energy, transmute the energy when you get those thoughts and things like that. Again, for the next 4 months, we need to really, really, really try hard to respond with love, regardless of what the situation is, okay? So those are some beautiful messages. Let's dive into past life oracle. So for divine masculine, food and hunger. So your divine masculine may have told you that, oh, I don't feel like I can give you what you require or deserve, or I feel like I'm not enough for you, or I feel like you know, I really need to be at a specific place in my life or certain place in my life before I can offer anything. And that's because in their past life, you know, they dealt with you know, hunger, they dealt with lack, they dealt with being homeless or something like that, to where now in this life, they're chasing the money. Like a lot of your divine counterparts may already be financially stable, but with that past life energy, they feel they have to have more to be solidified or secure. All right. So with divine feminine, 2 cards came out, persecution and inquisition. persecution, and inquisition. And so for a lot of you divine feminines, because of who you were, because of how you spoke your truth, you were persecuted for your gifts. I can be an example and speak for that. As you know, in one of my past lives, I was a male, I was a healer, I was well known, and I was killed for my gifts. And so your gifts continue to carry on. But here, a lot of you were put away. A lot of you were, you know, you can think of the Salem witch trials, for example. Like we were, those of you who resonate with this card, is you know, you're scared to step fully in your power because of what you went through in your past life with your gifts, because you were so powerful, you were put away, or you were killed, or you were shunned out, right? The next card out is phobias. So, you know, in this life, you're working through your fears of things, like even maybe your fears of your gifts. Like phobias talks about like things that you're afraid of. Like you can have a phobia with spiders, you can have a phobia with being in small places. But whatever happened in your past life, Spirit is asking you to work through this to, you know, to conquer it in this life. So for example, in your past life, you were a person that worried so much. So in this life, you realize like your anxiety is on a 10 all the time, right? Or, you know, however this resonates, or even with, you know, loving your heart, it doesn't matter. You have to work through this during this lifetime, because that's how you conquer it. And again, for you guys, you go to bed and you pray and you ask Spirit, Divine Source, God, please forgive me for anything that I've done in my past life that I don't recall or don't remember. And that will continue to clear that karma. The overall energy, male, female. So in some life, you may have been a male. In some life, you may have been a female. And that's where that masculine energy, feminine energy comes from, okay? So that's some beautiful information. I do offer past life readings as well. That information is on the website. Let's dive into you guys' gifts. So for divine masculine, career change has come out. And so with career change, it talks about you are embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. And so with a lot of the divine masculine who's actually stepped into their purpose, you're stepping into your, you know, career of your spiritual practices, opening your spiritual businesses, etc. For divine feminine, freedom. Wow. Look at that. So it says you are free to do what you choose. And so whatever it is you want to do, when you wake up, you do that. You live your best life. You live your authentic, true life. And you also allow yourself to live your life path and purpose with freedom. There are going to be people that don't understand what you do, who you are, what your gifts mean, why you have your gifts. But who are they? What you feel about you is the only thing that matters, okay? The overall energy, we have speaker for spiritual gifts. And so it says your life purpose, involves your skills of oration. Your skills of oration. So a lot of you guys are going to grow with your spiritual gifts and go around the world and speak to many about, you know, how you become how you are, how others can do the same thing. Open your YouTube channel, however it resonates for you. You guys are going to really be out there, you know, allowing your voice to be heard, and many are going to hear your voice, okay? So let me know how that resonates for you. Let's dive into our Atlantis deck. I love this deck. So the first card out is 12 chakras. So this isn't a coincidence. It's allowing us to get into that meditative state and align our chakras. And you see how this is going like this. It's beautiful. Always what I do is pull from the top of my head before I even ground. Like I ground my butt down and then I pull from the top of my head, and you can feel it. It's such a beautiful experience. But with the 12 chakras, it says in Golden Atlantis, every person had 12 chakras and 12 strands of active DNA. When the frequency of Atlantis declined, 5 chakras closed down. Following this, 10 of the strands of DNA, which contain people's evolved psychic and spiritual powers, became dormant, and are currently known as junk DNA. We are now called on to reactivate the chakras and our full DNA potential. You are reminded that you have enormous untapped spiritual and psychic powers. By relaxing deeply, you can start to activate your cellular knowledge and bring back the wisdom you held in Atlantis. Your guidance is to access this potential. Find time and space to become quiet and still so that you can remember who you truly are. This is beautiful, right? the overall energy. I love this. Recording crystals. Recording crystals. All right. So it says, in the golden times of Atlantis, information, education, or spiritual teachings were telepathically recorded into special quartz recording crystals. This knowledge was then downloaded into smaller crystals, which were teleported. In other words, made to dematerialize and then rematerialize where they were needed. People made themselves receptive, then accessed the information by holding the crystal to their third eye. In this way, a spiritual internet as well as an education network was formed. Check the records. It says, if you draw this card, you are guided to open your mind to the new, unexpected information may be revealed, which will help you to comprehend the jigsaw of your life. If recording crystals comes to you, relax and put it to your third eye so that you can absorb the sacred wisdom it holds, right? So for you guys, it's not a coincidence that just out the blue, I was like, okay, let me get crystals for my clients, my YouTube viewers, so they can understand like how to shift, how to transmute, how to work with them in regards to this huge energy shift, this huge change, right? And we got eclipse after eclipse after eclipse. So the next deck I'm using is Work Your Light. And the first card out is Lumeria. And so it says, creating heaven on earth, it's happening. So we're not blind. We know there's a lot of different shifts and things happening right now. You know, as you know, we as collective, like we're on board, right? And so we know what is happening. So we're not fearful. We're not afraid. We're not, you know, fearful of tomorrow, right? We know, use your gifts, get aligned, meditate, get the information, and keep working towards, you know, the greater goal, which is the age of Aquarius. So this is beautiful. The next card out is Pleiades, double mission, channeling, and uplifting humanity. So a lot of you guys have double missions of what you're supposed to do in regards to the collective and raising the vibration. A lot of you guys are going to start channeling. You're going to get that information. And remember, I told you with this crystal here, I love it. And so I have one right there. Look at that. And this is my pink Lumerian quartz. And so crystals are very important, especially right now, right? It's helping us connect to the energies. It's helping us get protection. It's helping us when you go in different hostile environments or, you know, situations. It keep you grounded. It keep you aligned, right? And so at the end of the day, get to know your crystals, get to know which ones work best for you. If you want to ask me, I'll send you an email with information, or you can check out the store or the website. But this is most important right now. We got 4 months in. 4 months, we can do it. We can get through it. Okay? Remember, take time to rest, relax, and you know, focus on you right now. I get that. I know some of you guys may be parents, etc., etc. But now you really need to focus on you because you are being called higher. You're being called higher, and you have to focus and tune in to get the messages that you need to hear, right? All right, so that is your reading, all right, for the collective, for this solar eclipse in Cancer, the new moon. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to follow me over on Instagram. I will be clipping the healing session part from the Raise Your Vibe video later, just for you guys to get a little hit. You can always watch it. The energies is always there. And so with that being said, sending you lots of love and light. Let me know how you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to check out the Etsy shop and my website. Love you guys. Talk to you later.